And welcome back to Stormworks Warzone. This is episode number 9, and so in the lately improved SU-24 Fencer, and so I did a bunch of work on some systems here, and so we can take the fencer out and go harass some enemies. I don't have a ton of fuel because of the new base system, so we're gonna go ahead and we need to get moving and keep a close eye on our fuel. We're down to 524 gallons, so currently here at O'Neill. We're just going to visually head over and we'll harass the enemy over here by spy cakes. Alright, so let's start taxiing on out. So, canopy's closed, that's it. So starting to add in some new systems here, added in some panels. I haven't put the autopilot in yet. Dressed the cockpit up some, so doing a bunch of work in this, trying to get it closer to being finished. We'll take off over there towards the east. Added auto flaps on there. They go with the speed in the wings, so have a little bit of flappage there. Worked on the my custom gyro there, tune that up a little bit, get it to operate a little bit more how I like it. If I can find the refueling plane, I would like to get in touch with that. I'd like to test out my refueling probe. If you see that pops up in the center there. Like to go refuel at some point, but I have yet to see it, so I have to kind of see it first before I can use it. So we'll do an intersection departure here, and we'll head over there. Got a good bit of fuel, but we just need to be careful that we don't run out. Alright, let's hit it. Positive rate, gears coming up. Alright. And you'll notice the wings will start to auto sweep and the flaps have already come up, so. Don't need afterburners on. But heading along with the fencer here, we're gonna go try to get some enemy. Try to take a quick pick while I'm at it here. A little bit of thumbnail, and we're good to go. So let's go ahead and head over there. Fencer was designed to be a low-level, high-speed attack aircraft, and so we're going to go do that. We're going to go hit them. We just need to be careful of this fuel. We're already down about 100 gallons, so we need to be careful. We're going to suck through fuel pretty quick at high power settings, so we're going to need to hit them and quit them and get out of there. So we're going to do some damage, and then we'll move on. So it's nice to have a little constraint there. Let's see where we can get some fuel here. Look, checking around bases. So we have our new set of rail line here. Up on our right there, you can see Komodo. Checking our fuel here. I'm gonna start backing it off. Don't need to be going that fast to hit these guys, especially the slower speeds are gonna make it easier to stay on target longer. So I actually kind of want to come down around about 250 is good. Burning fuel a lot slower now. And we're going to be looking for them to spawn. And again, first target's generally going to be, I'm actually going to shut the gun off and we'll go for a missile. Likelihood is there's going to be some AAA in the area, so I want to keep my eyes peeled for AAA. If we look at the map here, they're all down here at Spy Cakes. So kind of flying just to the north of Spy Cakes, and I'm using my binoculars, see if anyone takes any shots at me. Nobody's up on the hill there. That's sometimes a AAA spot. Cleared up most of these people. If it's pretty clean, I might try to land at Draymore and go cap that, but we'll see. So I'm going to kind of stick to the perimeter of the island and see what I can see for AAA. AAA is always the biggest threat, so they have to go first. And binoculars are my best friend here for doing a little bit of recon work here. So aircraft flies much more realistically now. It flies much more heavily. Okay, good. We've got a ship there. Gonna kind of ignore the ship. We're at a good altitude. We're not that fast, but you know, Should be all right. I'm looking for trip A's. So sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're on the other side of these hangars. Don't see any down there. A lot of ships there running into each other. They're trying to sink each other, so not seeing trip A's. Again, that is my #1 concern. Checking fuel. Fuel's dropping already. All right, so I'm going to go in. We're going to go for a gun run. I'll pop the first missile off too, and then we'll just keep an eye out for AAA. All right, so we're turning in. Got another small ship right there. Much more realistic performance now for this aircraft. It's not an ultra-speed demon like it was before, or it doesn't fly like a small acrobatic plane. It actually flies like a big, heavy jet, and you'd have to power up to make a turn like that, so add a little power. So here we come in for a gun run. I'm going to bang off the first missile here, and we'll get ready for hit him right in the bridge. About half fuel already, so we have to be careful with our fuel. You don't want to gun it too hard. I'm going to kind of keep the fuel down. We're waiting for a fuel load from the government here to get us back in operation. Let's start getting some missiles banged off here and start hitting them. We don't have the fuel to loiter for too long, so we kind of have to hit them. All right, here we go. Turn in again. So if I do one tap, I don't have enough time to spin up my gun, but we'll launch the missiles, and then power out so he can't hit me. All right, roll out. We'll drop some speed again. Gonna bang off another set of missiles here. 2 more. All right. Gotta do a big chandelle to come back. Picked up a lot of altitude, so we should be dropping in pretty high. There we go. About 4,000 feet now. I'm gonna kind of isolate this one ship here. Here we go. He's getting missiles. Oh, and there's that gun out. And need to not accelerator stall it. So accelerated stall is a thing. We need to be careful there. Checking fuel. Fuel is about half, a little bit less than half. What's P3? P4 is going to be our drop tanks. They're probably empty, but I'm not interested in dropping those. I want to go to my P5 in the center. Leave 4. 4 is my drop tanks. I need to put in some logic that those won't drop, unless I really want them to. Okay, coming in on this guy here. See if he gets hit. Yep, that was a civvy. I hit a civvy. What are you doing in there, guy? So there's a small war crime. Okay, accidentally committed a small war crime. So 4, we're gonna skip. 5's coming in. Did not mean to commit that war crime, but we did. He's in a danger zone though. He shouldn't be in there. All right, so coming around here, looking for the enemies. Still haven't seen any. Still have yet to see the trip A. All right, he took it right to the stern. Checking for trip A on the way by. Oop. Ship's shooting at me here. Trying not to eat it. Checking fuel. Fuel's 186 gallons. 5 is up. P5. Let's go hit another one. Pulling a couple knots off here. We don't want to get too slow. Coming out of 2,000 feet. Roll in. Need to level off here. This isn't a fighter anymore. I changed its flight dynamics. So the gun did switch. I put in some new logic to switch to the other magazine, so it looks like it's doing it now. Initially it was not. So what do we have there? Center rear is inactive right now. I'm inverted. I need to be careful. I'm going to crash if I don't pitch my... Oh, I'm going to crash here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Roll and pitch, roll and pitch. There we go. That was close. I was down 200 feet there. That's pretty realistic. You can't really do a negative G push out. You have to kind of roll it to do a pull out. So it's actually reasonably realistic there. All right, fuel's getting light. We're gonna hit this last missile off, and then we need a book. So I don't know if that's the tugboat or not. I think that's the tugboat. Yep. Try not to commit a war crime again. So did I kill most of these ships? Looks like I did. Let's see if I can't land at Dremore and cap this base. I'm not seeing anybody. There's one right there. Let's hit him and then try to land. Yep, gun's empty. Big ship's gonna take that missile. Good, he took that. I'm gonna come around for landing, see if we can't get this in the hangar. We're light on fuel, about 119 gallons. We started at 580 maybe, something like that. All right, so we're about 200 knots, gears coming down. We have auto flaps now, gears down locked. All right, we're gonna land at Dremore. I don't see any AAA. Got a couple ships, but if I can get us in that hangar pretty quick, hopefully we don't get destroyed. Slowing down to approach speed. I don't want to come too slow. They are shooting at me the whole time I'm approaching here. Do they hit my tail? No, I don't think so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on here? I'm having control issues here. Okay. Having control issues. They hit my tail? They did not. I think it's just the lag of the game with so many ships in area. So let's go ahead. I need to get out of here and go somewhere. So we're going to go to Harrison. Need to be careful on fuel. I don't have a ton of fuel. I'm going to keep my RPM down. And we'll head out. Would have been nice to land at Dremore, but I think it's too hairy right now. So let's put the gear back up. Low fuel came on. Probably change that to pounds at some point. We don't have a ton of fuel here. I need to be careful. So we're heading across to here. I'm just visually doing it. All right, so we're going to be on fumes when we land. That's all a matter of the whole that old game mechanic there of having to move fuel now. It's need to get a little shipment from the military here. So I would have come in with full fuel if I could have, but not in the cards anymore. I have to move some fuel to get it down to 74 gallons here. Just keep our RPS down. Have a nice straight wing, lots of good lift here. You can see the peninsula there. We're just following the tracks, and we'll come in and we'll land. Trying to keep fuel burn to a minimum here. We're doing all right. Burned about a quarter of what we had when we started coming across the bay here. So hopefully I'm going to cut the corner and get right in there. Don't want to lose it by like 10 gallons. Should be all right here. Definitely hit our bingo fuel. We gotta get out. So could have landed there. You know, main issue was with so many vehicles in the area, getting enough lag that my tailplane was not acting properly, and so I didn't have good pitch authority. And there's a high likelihood of crash it if I can't pitch properly. So looking all right on fuel, 50 gallons. We've only burned about 30 gallons to get across the bay, and we're right here. So we're going to declare an emergency here, and we're going to put it in on the first try. We're not going to do a go-around here. I don't want to risk the fuel exhaustion on a go-around, so coming in about 120 to 150 knots is pretty good, but try to get it closer to 130-ish. This plane likes to fly around there for approach, especially with the new flaps in. Aiming at the aiming bars. Of course, this little mountain wouldn't be here in real life, so wouldn't have to aim so steep. Wouldn't be doing such a steep approach. All right, there we go. Did I put the gear down? I did not. I forgot to put the gear down. I forgot to put the gear down. That was a dummy me mistake here. But I did put it down. I forgot. So I didn't check. I don't have any gear indication. I need to put a gear indicator somewhere. Generally, I check my gear indicator, and I did not see it. So, all right. So we had a little issue there, but we made it back. What do we make it back with? I think the fuel tank's leaked. But we made it back. A little bit of a crashy poo, but that was just an issue of me forgetting to put the gear down. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit of harassment there on the enemy. Still have 2 missiles on board, which is interesting. Yeah, I forgot to launch that one off, so this one didn't go. But that was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.